Jesus Christ.
Yesterday, September 14, we marked the feast of the exaltation or the triumph of the cross. Yesterday, our prayer was, "We adore you, O Christ, and we bless you, because by your holy cross you have redeemed the world." Today, we see the Blessed Mother at the foot of the same cross. Today, we commemorate and we honor the woman who stood at the foot of the cross, the Blessed Virgin Mary, in her title as Our Lady of Sorrows, Mater Dolorosa, Stabat Mater, inahan sa kasakit, or ina ng dalamhati. She is also called ina ng pighati, ina ng lumbay, ina ng lungkot, ina ng hapis, ina ng panaghoy, ina ng tangis, ina ng dusa, at ina ng kasawiang palad. Pope Pius VII introduced the memorial of Our Lady of Sorrows in 1817 as a fitting reminder of the Blessed Mother's participation in the sacrifice of Jesus in Calvary. The Vatican II Missal says that on the day following the ancient feast of the Holy Cross, we commemorate the compassion of Mary. We meditate on the reactions in the soul of a mother concerning the sufferings and death of Jesus, her Son. Simeon predicted that the heart of Mary would be transfixed with sorrows, and so it was, as Mary stood under the foot of the cross of Christ. The Gospel reading narrates that near to the cross of Jesus stood his mother. Some people, unfortunately, stand far away from the cross. There are also people who run away from the cross. Some people ask other people to carry their cross, but the mother of Jesus stood courageously at the foot of the cross. She was so close to the cross, and she even identified herself with the Lord of the cross. Mary's faith is significant inasmuch as she has shown from the first moment of the angel Gabriel's announcement that she would be the mother of God until the death of Jesus. She remained faithful to her Son from her first yes until the final Amen, your will be done. The faith of Mary in God was unshakable in the midst of those agonizing moments. It is a faith that is persistent in spite of darkness. It is a faith that is so strong even through bewilderment and even at times through agony and perplexity. My dear brothers and sisters, the Blessed Mother chose to suffer in silence. She suffered in silence. She accepted the cross of her Son with faith and humility. She did not lose her self-respect in spite of her personal agony. She did not lose hope in the resurrection in the midst of the horrible experience of Calvary. She accepted the will of God humbly. She opted to pray and live and surrender everything to God. My dear brothers and sisters, the memorial of the Sorrowful Mother is for us a source of encouragement, a source of perseverance in our faith in spite of our daily crosses, And it is a fitting reminder that the tree of defeat has become the tree of victory. Some of our donors, some of our benefactors are carrying their own personal crosses. I encourage you, dear donors and benefactors and friends of the seminary, persevere in our faith in spite of the cross. If there had been no cross, Christ would not have been crucified. If there had been no cross, life would not have been nailed to a tree. If there had been no cross, our salvation would not have happened. Mary stood steadfastly at the foot of the cross. The cross is not a sign of defeat. The cross is a sign of triumph. The resurrection is the fruit of the cross. How many sorrows did Mary have? She had 7 sorrows. Very quickly, by the 14th century, the faithful identified the 7 sorrows of Mary, namely, number 1, the presentation of Jesus in the temple. Number 2, the flight to Egypt. Number 3, the loss of Jesus in Jerusalem. Number 4, the meeting of Mary and Jesus on the way to Calvary. Number 5, the crucifixion of Jesus. Number 6, the taking down of Jesus' body from the cross. And finally, number 7, the burial of Jesus. But even if she has 7 sorrows, she has also 7 joys. 7 sorrows, 7 joys. What are the joys of Mary? Number 1, the Annunciation. Number 2, the Visitation. Number 3, the birth of Jesus. Number 4, the adoration of the Magi. Number 5, the finding of Jesus in the temple. Number 6, the appearance of the risen Christ to his mother. And number 7, the Assumption and the coronation of Mary as Queen and Lady of heaven and earth. Yes, there are sorrows, but there are also joys.